Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Gina. Thank you for being here today. I hope everyone had enjoyed their weekend with the nice warm weather that we got. My prayers go out to the people in Texas with the damages from the ice storm, and also Turkey and everyone who is experiencing homelessness right now. I am honored to be here today and share about a topic that I feel needs more attention. I want everyone to imagine waking up and you lost your job while you're looking for another job. Months go by and now you're behind on rent. So now you get evicted. You have no support system or family that you can lean on or take you in. A year has passed and you have been homeless and living at a park, on the streets, wherever they may be, but you don't have a roof over your head. You have been wearing the same clothes. You don't have nowhere to wash them or the means to get them washed. You have no identification card, no birth certificate, and somewhere along the way you've lost everything. Now imagine wanting to pick yourself back up again. A person needs a job to make money and to afford a roof over their head, right? The purpose of my speech today is to bring awareness to the risk factors of the homeless population. Homelessness is people who lack housing, are in and out of housing, or at risk of losing their housing. I will be discussing lack of housing, substance abuse, and mental health, and unemployment, and how that affects the homeless population. Homelessness is a major crisis in the United States, and there are more than 1.5 million that are experiencing homelessness as of 2021. When there is a lack of communication and interaction between individuals who are homeless and the rest of the world, the ways the issue is framed amongst the homeless can have a huge impact in the way the general population perceive the problem. There are many variables that can lead a person to become homeless, such as drug addiction, mental illness, getting let go from a job, eviction, domestic violence, natural disasters are all factors that can lead a person to become homeless. I also know this because I have firsthand experienced being homeless. In 2010, I had lost everything: my housing, my job, and then my car. I was heavy in my addiction, using heroin and meth. I was living out of my storage unit with no support system because of the choices I had made. It wasn't long until I lost the storage unit and I was sleeping in cardboard boxes in the alleyways and at bus stops, under bridges. So given the circumstances for the homeless man or woman trying to get a job, they are unable to put an address down on an application to where they are trying to get the job. Most places these days require individuals to apply online. For someone who is homeless, they may not have access to a computer or phone. Worrying about what clothing to wear for the job, where to take a shower, transportation, and how to keep track of time are all barriers to getting a job for someone experiencing homelessness. It can be embarrassing going to a job interview with improper hygiene. What about documentation, social security card upon the hiring process? Most of the homeless individuals don't have identification. And if they were to obtain any type of identification, it would cost money and they would need transportation to get somewhere. It is extremely hard to get housing when you don't have a job, an address, or a phone, or proof of income. There are many types of programs available to help the homeless population, such as the VA, substance abuse treatment, psychiatric hospitals, domestic violence shelter, halfway housing, HUD, and more. Housing First is a type of supporting housing that helps house the homeless without having the requirements for sobriety or psychiatric needs. Housing First has proven to reduce psychiatric hospitalization amongst individuals experiencing homelessness. According to a survey conducted by 542 individuals, 88.2% thought that mental illness was a cause for them to be homeless. Mental illness affects 1/3 of the homeless population. Oftentimes, homelessness and substance abuse coexist. The result of this is higher rate or morbidity and drug and alcohol abuse is perceived to be the leading cause to homelessness. According to an urban emergency department, 129 out of 316 people that came into the emergency department that were homeless had used drugs in the last 12 months. Okay? For people who were not homeless that came into the emergency department, 374 out of 1,193 had used a drug in the last 12 months. Drug overdose is the leading cause of death among people experiencing homelessness. The treatment available to addicts on the street is limited. Most treatment centers cost money, or you have to have insurance. In many cases, there's always going to be a waiting list. Sometimes it'll take weeks, months, or even years to get housed. By then, the person might be hard to find because there's a lack of communication and they don't have an address or phone, or they might have already changed their mind. When children are younger, their dream is not to become homeless or to become addicted to drugs with no support system. It's important to remember that every individual that is seen on the street is someone's child. I hope you have gained a better understanding of the risk factors of homelessness and have gained more insight to the barriers they face on a daily basis. So today I discussed with you many risk factors that the homelessness experience. It's not easy when someone who is homeless to gain employment due to the lack of resources and documents a person needs to get a job. It is also extremely hard to get housing when you don't have a job or identification. Mental illness affects 1/3 of the homeless population, and drug overdose is the leading cause of death for individuals experiencing homelessness. So this morning we all woke up with a roof over our head, right? We were able to take a warm shower and our stomachs were full. We all have a phone that offers us resources to apply for a job. We are all in school right now, everyone listening to this, and paving our way for our future. Today, we are all breathing, and there is so much to be grateful for. Human Services and Valley of the Sun United Way hosts an event throughout the year in different parts of the valley, and it is called Project Connect. Project Connect is a place that offers resources and outreach to end homelessness. So many providers such as Social Security, Access, DES, you could get food stamps, there's housing, there's opportunity to go into treatment, there's haircut, showers, bike repair. There is also haircuts. Oh, I think I said that. Breakfast and lunch is provided. If you don't have transportation, they offer transportation. They will come pick you up wherever you are to bring you to Project Connect. There's 2 upcoming events. One is Tuesday, February 16th in Surprise, and the other is March 14th in Tempe, Arizona. If you're interested in volunteering, you can go to the website below. I'll link it below and volunteer as a guest guide. I want to leave you with a couple quotes from Mother Teresa. Not all of us can do great things, but we can do small things with great love. And the other one is, you have not lived today until you have done something for someone who can never repay you. Just something to, that holds dear to my heart. And there's one more by Mother Teresa. If you can't feed 100 people, then feed just one. Everyone can make a difference. Be the difference today. Thank you.